What's up, guys? This is Adrian Jr. with Sun City Outdoors. We're out here at Lake Mead today. Caught something we've never caught at Lake Mead. Didn't even really know they were in there. A crappie. Stay tuned to see how it happens. Big old crappie. My dad just hooked a giant crappie. That's a giant crappie on a suspended jerkbait. We were literally just talking about crappie in here. Dang, he's a big one. That's a white crappie, huh?
You're gonna have to keep that, dude.
He's a toad.
This is the first time I've caught a crappie out of meat.
Wow. We were just talking about crappie and how this spot looks good for him.
Gonna end up bad. Okay.
That's insane.
Well, for him to come on the suspended jerkbait is crazy. There he is.
Throw him in the live well.
Home with us. I haven't had a crappie in years. This little dude. We came out here to backfish. This guy is going home with us. Fry him up tonight. And I said that looks like a good crappie spot back there. Nice and green.
Yeah. Every fish we've caught today, we called it. My smallmouth, right when I caught it, we were like, man, there's definitely a smallmouth right here. Right when we said that, I hook up. Right when he talks about a crappie, I'm like, I'm about to throw on the crappie jig. And
the number one thing about fishing, you gotta think positive. Well, you could be defeated before you come out here. It's a windy day, I'm not gonna catch whatever. The number one thing I honestly think is positive thinking. You know you're gonna catch fish, come out here and do it.
Very inspirational.
That's
speech.
An inspirational message for all you kids out there. Positive thinking in anything you do. Soccer, football, hockey, doesn't matter. Finding women, just show that confidence. They like it.
So today at Lake Mead, we caught a crappie. Crappie are pretty rare throughout most of the lake, but there's a section of the lake with a really healthy population. So we did keep this one crappie. I'm going to show you guys how to clean them and cook them. I'm going to fillet one half and keep the other half whole because my dad likes to eat it skin and all. So let's go ahead and get started. The first step is you're going to want to scale it. So you go from the tail and the scales are facing thisward, so you go against the grain up towards the head. I like using an older knife, so don't dull out your knives. You just start hitting them away, and as you can see, they just flick off. So this is going to be the side that you're going to fry whole, skin and all, because we scaled this side. This side's the side we're going to fillet, because when you fillet them, you take the skin off. So what you're going to want to do there is you get your knife, make sure it's sharp. We always sharpen our knives before we start. You come up behind the fin right here, and you see the gills, there's bone. You come right behind the fin at an angle towards the head too, and just cut all the way down to the spine up. All the way through. And then what you're going to do, just like any other fish, is come along the back right here, along the spine, and you're going to cut and follow the spine right under the skin. You don't need to go very deep, just cut down there. Once you reach about here, once you think you're past the ribs, you're just going to stick your knife straight through. Make sure you get it above the spine, don't go through the fish. You're going to want to get bend on your knife, and you're going to follow the spine, follow the back, just let it guide you. You don't need to push too hard or you'll go through the spine. So don't cut through the tail because we're going to need that right there later. I'm about to show you guys why. So right here, as you guys can see, I followed the skin barely. You're going to go ahead and follow the ribs. Let the ribs guide your knife. You don't need a lot of pressure. You just do this all the way around. And once you reach the rib cage, you're just gonna start letting the ribs guide your knife. Just let the ribs guide your knife. It's a little rule of thumb. Pretty much the whole step of filleting is just letting the bones guide your knife. You're not gonna push too hard, you're gonna cut through them. So once you get about here-ish on the ribs, you start just pretty much getting the skin. There's no more meat on the ribs from here on. So you just poke your knife through and cut the fillet off. Just cut it. You follow it all along the ribs like that. That's perfect. Like this. And this part's actually fairly easy too to skin it. The reason why we left it on the tail is so you can skin it. You're gonna go down to the skin right here and you're gonna tilt your knife. You really wanna bend your knife right here. Not too much pressure. If you don't get enough bend on the knife, you're gonna cut through the skin. So you just follow the skin down and boom. He has now been skinned. There's a boneless fillet of crappie right there. So another way you guys could have filleted them is just go straight through the rib cage. So because my dad wants to save the whole side of this fish, all I'm gonna do is I need to take out the ribs. So I'm gonna cut down and just cut out the ribs. So we're also gonna be taking off the head too. So there goes the head. So now I'm just gonna take the guts out and we're done. He's ready to be cooked. All right, he's all sprayed off. He's ready to be thrown on the pan. So this is the crappie we caught earlier. This is how it looks. Looks delicious, huh? So I do plan on doing a catch and cook on one of these guys pretty soon. But for now, this is what we're doing. We didn't put any flour on it, but just a bunch of seasonings. They look pretty good when they fry up. Can't wait to taste this one. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you outdoors.